just wanted to share a little bit of my story. So I am fourth generation Adventist. My dad's grandmother introduced the faith to the family, and my dad was the person who laid the spiritual values down in our household, and he introduced me to Jesus in a loving way as a child. I went to Larchwood for my middle school years, and when I attended church with my dad, we went to North Philly Church. But during my teen years, a few unfortunate things happened kind of back to back that led me to have intense anxiety about going to church. And I would try to go to church after that every now and then. And I didn't like it. And I would have these anxiety issues. And that lasted for like years and years and years. And that I wasn't able to go to church. But during that time, I never ever, lost touch with God. I always had a strong foundation and relationship with Christ, and I read my Bible, and I always just held on to those values. It was literally just the going to church part that I was having this roadblock. So fast forward to adult years, my sister-in-law, one day we're talking about it, and all of the things that I would go into detail about that would give me issues, she was saying her church didn't do. So I ended up visiting her church, which was a non-denominational church, and I was able to attend the service and not have those anxiety issues. And so that was kind of my entryway back to being able to go to church and community worship, which I had really missed and longed for those years. I ended up going to a second non-denominational church where I was able to invite my mom to come. My mom was always a believer, but never a churchgoer either. So we got to go to church together, which was great because she passed away not long after that. And that same year when she passed away, the church gave the opportunity for baptisms on her birthday. And so I took advantage of that, and it was super meaningful to me to be able to publicly express what was always in my heart, and to do it on my mom's birthday. So that's when I was baptized. A little bit, fast forward a little more, COVID happens, we're all in the house, and I'm watching lots of online content like a lot of us, and a certain religious concept was coming up that I wasn't clear on. So I reached out to my aunt, who has, she's, I believe, an elder at her church, Bladensburg SDA Church in Maryland, and has the religious kind of foundation and approach that mostly reminded me of my dad. So I was able to talk to her about this question I had, and she said, let's do a Bible study. She gave me a Bible study. I enjoyed doing it with her. And so then I asked to do one again when I visited her, and we ended up doing Revelations. Now, if I'm being completely honest, I didn't really want to do the Bible study for the sake of the Bible study. I wanted to do it as a bonding thing with my aunt. But that is just, I guess, the method God was using, because we did that Revelations Bible study, and it reminded me of how important keeping the Sabbath is. I had never forgot, and I would, make a point of not working on Sabbath, but it really reminded me that this is one of the values that I want to make sure that I'm not forgetting, right? Because it says remember the Sabbath, that I'm not forgetting to teach to my children. And so with that, I did a little research that led me SDA, and I've been watching you guys online for a couple of years. And we came a time or two, and then when COVID, really got improved, we started coming in person. I went to the puppet show and talked to the pastor about joining, and here we are today. So thank you all so much for being so kind and welcoming to me and my little ones, and looking forward to you all getting to know us a bit more and us getting to know you more as we